We are going to be looking at the tangent ratio today. For the tangent ratio, the angle A, so if we're looking at this angle, equals the length of the side that's opposite, and that's our opposite leg, divided by the length of the adjacent side, which is this one right here. And put that over the top. So let's use that and look at our first example. We want to find the ratios for angle A. So if this is our angle A, the tangent of angle A equals the side that's opposite over the side that's adjacent, which is 2. So then the tangent for angle B, which is up here, the side that's opposite is 2 over the side that's adjacent, which is 1, and 2 divided by 1 is 2. So there's our ratios for angle A and angle B. So let's look at these next examples. We want to find x to the nearest tenth. So if we do that, let's look at the tangent of this angle. So the tangent of 51 degrees equals the side opposite over the adjacent side. Since we don't know what this ratio is, we're going to set this up. We're going to cross multiply. But first, tangent of 51 degrees, if we use our calculator, tangent of 51 is 1.23 over 1 equals x over 10. So if we cross multiply, 1.23 times 10 is 12.3. That equals 1 times x, which is x. So x equals 12.3. So let's look at this problem. We have this angle, 23, so the tangent of angle 23 equals the side opposite all over the side that's adjacent, which is 6. Tangent of 23 is 0.42, which equals x over 6. So if we cross multiply, x times 1 is x. 0.42 times 6 is 2.52. So x equals 2.52. Alright. We want to find the value of x to the nearest degree. So if we're using this angle, it's the tangent of x, and we don't know what that is, equals the side opposite over the adjacent. So how we do this, if we want to find the tangent of angle x is going to equal the inverse tan of 7 over 11. So in our calculator, to get the inverse, we do second tangent to get the inverse tan, 7 divided by 11, which is 32.47. And round to the nearest degree, angle x equals 32 degrees. So let's look at this one. We want to find the angle of x, and the tangent of it is this side over the adjacent, which is 3. But we don't know what that side length is, so we have to go back to what we did with the Pythagorean theorem, where we know 2 lengths, but we need to find the third. So this one, remember, is our hypotenuse. So we want to do the square of that. That's going to equal 3 squared plus whatever this side length is. So 3 times the square root of 5 squared is 15, equals 9 plus a squared. So when we subtract 9 to both sides, we get 6. The square root. That missing side length is 2.45. So now we can say that that is 2.45. So, like we did before, if we want to find the angle x, we do the inverse tangent of 2.45 over 3. So angle x equals 39 degrees when we round it to the nearest degree. Flip it over. Let's look at the back page. we want to find the values of x and y. Knowing that we both have two right triangles, so if this is 43 degrees, 43 plus 90 and subtract it from 180, that means that this angle is 47. And since it's an isosceles, that means this angle is 43 and this one has to be 47 as well. So let's first say, okay, let's find the tangent of this angle. So the tangent of 47 degrees is going to be opposite over the adjacent, which is x, and we don't know what that is yet. So let's start with the other side. Let's say we use the tangent of 47, but we're going to use this one. So the side opposite is 5 over the side adjacent, which is x. The tangent of 47 is 1.07, which equals 5 over x. So when we cross multiply, we get 1.07 times x equals 5 times 1, which is 5. So then we can divide both sides by 1.07. And x equals 4.67. So there's x. So now knowing that, we can plug that in to help us solve for w. So x is 4.67. Tangent of 47, we know from 4 is 1.07. So if we cross multiply, 1.07 times by 4.67 is 5. 1 times w is w. So w equals 5. Alright, we have a large totem pole. So here's our totem pole, and it's 100 feet tall. On a particular day at noon, it casts a 215-foot shadow. So our shadow is 219 feet. What is the sun's angle of elevation? So angle of elevation means we're looking up. So it wants to know, what is this angle that's casting this 219-foot shadow? So if we look, we have the tangent of angle x is the side opposite over our adjacent side. So angle x is going to equal the inverse tangent of 100 divided by 219. And type that in our calculator, we get x equals, we want to round it to the nearest tenth. So the inverse tan of 100 over 219 is going to be rounded to 25 degrees. Nearest degree, oh, nearest tenth, I'm sorry. So 24.5 degrees. The 4 tells the 5 to stay the same. Last problem. We want to find the missing value to the nearest tenth. So we want to know what x is. So x equals the inverse tan of 4.5, and we type that in our calculator, 77.5 degrees. And here, tangent of 2 is 0.03 equals 4 over x. So that means we can cross multiply. So 0.03 times by x equals 4. So if we divide both sides by 0.03, x is going to equal 133.